Hey, welcome back. Last time we were looking at the Famicom titler I just got here, and I wanted to do a controller mod to it. The stock controllers, just like on every Famicom, are hardwired to the console and are pretty short. So what I wanted to do was replace those stock controllers with extensions, and then just be able to plug in the Nintendo controllers. So let me kind of give you an idea what we're talking about here. The stock Famicom Player 1 controller, it's hardwired right to here. I should say is wired to this connector here, which plugs in on the board. We can go just and unplug it pretty easily. It's not too bad, and just go ahead and take it out. Remove it all together. So there's the controller. There's the connector on it. So I was able to find some extensions for Nintendo controllers, and they just have, you know, a female here, and then it goes over to a male connector here. I've already cut the male connector off, and I wired on a little connector that should fit in that slot, and I just wired it to a little piece of breadboard here. Just makes it a little bit more robust, and now my wires can go down as opposed to come up off the end of the connector there. So it makes it look a little cleaner. So this, I've mapped out all my wires, you know, found out the signal wires, positive, negative, you know, all that stuff. So it should be ready to go, and I just can plug it right in to where the stock controller was. Like so. There it is, and so that's hooked up. And then I'll just run my wire here out the side. I put a little grommet on there, which should fit nice into the stock spot. I'll do the cable routing all through here when I actually put it back together. I'm just kind of showing you guys what's up and how I connected it. So NES extension wired to this little board here, which plugs into where the stock controller did. Goes to the female end here, NES controller, male end, and you can just plug it in and go. Works fantastic. I couldn't get the same thing on the Player 2 side. I couldn't figure out the pinout. I tried every combination I could, thinking that this blue wire is just an additional wire, so wired it up the same as Player 1. It didn't work. Got out the multimeter and started tracing pins and mapping stuff out. Still couldn't get it to work. When I took apart the Player 2 controller, there's a bit more going on than in the stock Famicom or stock NES controller. It has another microchip in there, and there's, you know, a bit more resistors, and looks like another diode in there that I haven't seen before. So I haven't been able to get the Player 2 side working, which is okay because I've just mainly played Player 1 games. So I've got that side all set. I'm just going to go ahead and reassemble it now, and I should be good to go. One little thing I wanted to note, in testing and in using this console, I've used it with the top off a couple times, and it has some odd behavior. Some games work, and what I'll notice is some games will work for a second and then just wig out. One of those being Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong will not work with the top of the Famicom off, or the top of the titler off. And there's, you know, it plugs in here and it plugs in here. So without either one of those connected, you know, you get some games that wig out. So in case anyone wants to operate their titler with the top off, you know, word of warning there. You definitely need those connected, otherwise you're going to have odd behavior in your games. So that's just a look at my Nintendo controller mod for my Famicom titler. Now I can just go ahead and bolt it back together and route the wires, and should be able to play it no problem. I've already tested it out, and I've made sure my pinouts are correct, so I know it works pretty well. I'm just kind of bummed I couldn't get Player 2 to work either, but that's all right. At least I still have the microphone now, right? So I'm gonna go play some Zelda and yell at some enemies. Alright, I'm done here. Hope you guys enjoy it. Remember to sub if you do. I appreciate all the subs I get. And just a quick shout out to Luke Morris 1. Man, you get a lot of packages, bro. Alright, man, keep the videos coming, and I will do the same. Thanks. See ya.